Turkey Day will soon be upon us, and our next guest is going to help us set the tone and show us how to cook and entertain with ease, elegance, and style. Roberta Lombardi is a creator of the Elegant Occasion and is here to share a Thanksgiving recipe as well as a decorating tip for Thanksgiving. It's great to have you with us.
Nice to see you.
All right. The aroma is so tantalizing.
I
can't wait to get into this. All right, what are we making?
Like Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We're making a cranberry pecan dressing.
And this is a recipe you serve every Thanksgiving?
I serve every year. I make two dressings. I stuff my bird with one that's very traditional. I grew up with it, with Italian sausage and such in the bird. And then I make this one separately. It's a winner. And what we start out with is a large onion and 3 stalks of celery with 1 stick of butter. And
this is what's creating this fabulous smell?
That's what that wonderful aroma is.
Okay.
Then I have today I'm using pears. You can use apples. 2 pears that I've diced up, and I just want to coat them with the butter just to get it all mingling. It's so good.
Are you ready for Thanksgiving?
I'm getting there.
I've got to do my shopping for all the food and everything I need.
Now this is what makes it. This is a cranberry pecan whole grain bread. Find it in the grocery store. I use Ciabasso as the brand, but use anything you like. Cut 1 whole loaf into cubes and then toast the cubes. Don't put anything on them. Just toast them under the broiler to get them crisp so that the finished product of your dressing, it's going to have a texture to it. I don't like when stuffings are all somewhat mushy and you can't see the shape of the bread.
Right, you want it to be a little crunchy.
Right, you want it to be firm. So I'm going to add this right into my pan, and then I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of dried cranberries, a 1/2 cup of chopped macadamia nuts. Now remember, there's pecans in the bread, but the macadamia nuts are very creamy and they give it yet another level of flavor and texture.
Can you use different nuts, or
you can use whatever you like?
Okay, any kind of nut.
This is a teaspoon of poultry seasoning and a teaspoon of sage. And then, pass me that chicken stock, please.
Sure. You want me to just
please? So just about, let's start out with 1/2 of it.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure that all the bread is coated, but you don't want it soggy. So I like to make sure that I'm not adding too much. You can always add more if you need to.
So you don't necessarily need all of this?
I don't necessarily need. I always have it ready, but I don't necessarily need it all because you can see there's still liquid at the bottom of the pan that it will absorb. I would say maybe just a little touch
bit,
more.
Right? Okay, just a touch.
Great.
How's that?
Great. And that's all there is to it. Toss it up. The butter I used salted butter, so I'm not going to add salt. And it's just going to absorb the flavors. I make this a day in advance. Since I'm not stuffing the bird, I get it to this point, put it in the bowl I'm going to bake it in, cover it and put it in the refrigerator.
For how long?
And then the Thanksgiving morning, I bake it off.
And how long?
You do it 350 for about 25 minutes, covered, then uncover it for about 10 to 15 so it just gets crisp on top.
Great. Hopefully we want to get to this, so we don't want to run out of time. We also have a fabulous tip as how to decorate your table.
How I would set my table for Thanksgiving. So on a smaller scale, of course, here we have this beautiful buttercup squash that we just quartered it out. That's all there is to it. Put your florist foam inside, and then use this beautiful ornamental kale. You can find all of these flowers in your local grocery store. And that's where I get all my flowers, actually.
I get some of mine in there as well.
And then I've got some preserved oak leaves. Some we spray painted gold, just to give it a little touch. And then these, what do you think these are?
Oh, gosh. An orange?
This is a pomegranate. Just spray painted it gold.
And you did that?
Yes, and here's the great part about all this. This will last for weeks.
Oh, that's
so
great.
This could take me into Christmas, actually.
All right,
on
good.
my table.
Well, it's perfect. It's gold.
Yes.
We want to get Teresa in here so that we can try the food. Teresa, you want to come back in?
Oh, I'm coming.
Yes,
Roberta, you are so
great.
creative. Who would have thought to spray paint pomegranates?
Thank you.
I love that. It's so nice.
You can see that you can still see the texture
and you want
of the bread, and you want to do that.
Ooh, thank you.
How's your cable show going?
It's going great.
You're in how many pounds
30,
now?
about 30.
30?
And we have our Thanksgiving show on right now, which has all the Thanksgiving side dishes that I prepare every year and a dessert. So,
Any unique dishes that's on your table?
you know, a nice cauliflower with roasted pancetta. A lot of people do Brussels sprouts. I roast cauliflower. And a delicious chocolate pumpkin cake with chocolate ganache.
Ooh,
It's
sounds
moist. It's really, really delicious, and just a little something different from a pumpkin pie.
You
And
said
the
this was
recipe-
a winner when you started, and you're right. It's
Oh,
fantastic.
thank you.
For the recipe
Thank you.
for this side dish
On the
is going to
website.
be on our website. And if you want more information, go to theelegantoccasion.com. It's always great to have you. And of
Thank
course,
you.
you'll be back, right? For
I will be
some
back for Christmas.
Excellent.
Have a great Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you.